He said that I am the reason that he's buried in the ground.
We've shot in some incredible locations. The Flinders Ranges were unreal, seeing all the sunrises and sunsets there.
All hands on deck shoot, you know, it's been incredible. Every department, like what they've had to step up and do. But I think that's just the scale of what we're trying to achieve.
I think our most challenging location would have to be where we did the truck and car chase, which is an hour and a half from any settlement. It's on a property that is 500,000 acres big. So if you forgot a piece of equipment, it was a long way back.
The tricky bit was how Chris wanted to shoot it. He wanted to be interior car. We're actually driving along at speed on the location and we press the button and Jamie lifts into the roll. Then we have to put the stunt double in and do an exact repeat with another rig that actually flips the car onto its roof and then tow it down the road and over a hill for 40 metres to a stop.
If you can do it for real, I think it's much, much more immersive. And so that's always the ambition, is to like how to make people at home feel like they're there with it.
We've had an incredible stunt team on this and always felt really safe.
Jamie's super keen to do all his own stuff. He grew up with cars and drove from a very young age, so he brought the driving. One little thing, when Jamie gets hit and pops and goes up in the air, we had an air cannon full of silicon glass beside him. So we fired this silicon glass at him and behind him and it bounces off everywhere. Before they cut, he's sitting there and he's like, woo! You can tell it's just such a buzz because he's literally spinning and the tar's right there as he's driving along. It's very trusting.
When working out in the desert, it's a harsh environment.
We had days where there was a lot of wind and it just kicked up a lot of dust.
Every day we would come home and we were full of dust, your hair, your eyes, your ears, which is really challenging on the cast, having to perform in these really harsh conditions.
My lowest point was this rickety old car and on this rig that we were going along, just how much dust was getting in and how much I was inhaling.
You could see the cars were just covered in dust. Everything inside is covered in dust.
It definitely informs everything we do. I mean, honestly, we've got the red dust on our boots every day, on our clothes. It's like it's constantly a part of it.
I work with the sunscreen that has quite a high sheen to it. The base colour that I used worked in conjunction with the desatch format of the camera. So if the dust lands on it, it's only going to enhance what I've already got there.
It's not comfortable. There are flies everywhere. You can see scenes where there are flies just all over the actors and they're sort of really valiantly coping with it.
I'm not kidding. In one take, I had a fly like try and actually dig into my eye. I swallowed one and Jamie swallowed two.
One flew in, swallowed it, kept acting. And then the light was like going down below the mountain. We had to do it. I thought, like, I've swallowed a fly, you know, I've got through it, it's fine. And then another one flew straight in, direct, like right straight to the back of the throat. And I again just swallowed it and just kept going.
Not to mention, we were just doing this the entire time to a point where our director was like, yeah, I think we're just going to have to edit some of these out because otherwise you guys are just doing this the entire time. We can't see your faces.
It's really challenging and really exciting, and I think I love doing that side of this, like all the stunts and things like that, because they're just things you don't normally get to do.
You have to have trust in the people around you, other actors, and I like that. It's a nice part of the job. Look someone in the eye and go at them in a safe way.
The writers, Harry and Jack, actually wrote in to the script a red cowboy hat. It was a bit of a challenge because it was hard to make it a red hat without making it look like it was a cartoon character. You can't just go and buy a red cowboy hat. Felts are decided, shapes are decided, and then it takes 2 weeks to press. So, yeah, I'm pretty excited about that hat.
Kind of like the rug in The Big Lebowski. You just need it. It just ties the room together. That's the hat for me.